And welcome to CodeMasters here in sunny Southam. Today I'll be touring around the CodeMasters studios and meeting the gaming gurus who created such brilliant games such as the Grid series. While I'm here, I'll also be going on some of their amazing simulators.
Caution, you may need to overtake.
So I've now finished my DBox challenge and I clocked a very happy time with a 1 minute 28.401, if you can just about see it there. And I managed to beat my dad, which is one of the biggest satisfactions of this whole thing. He was down there 129.9. I'm here with Aaron from CodeMasters. So Aaron, Grid Autosport has just come out, and what was your role in that game?
Well, I worked as part of the level design team, so we took care of the gameplay side of things. We were very focused on how the cars kind of reacted around the track. It was all to do with the kind of pitch and camber and recreating, say, Brands Hatch to as close as we could possibly. And then on top of that, I was heavily involved in the replay cameras at the end of each race.
What part of making this game did you find the most enjoyable?
Well, for part of it, we did manage to go out and do our own interviews and meet a lot of actual professional drivers and interview them about kind of experiences and what they've been doing and describing tracks corner by corner and taking that feedback, and that was a great experience to actually kind of be there and see that side of things and then using that to kind of feed back into what we're doing.
Now, do you enjoy making these sort of games, or are there other games you prefer to make?
Yes, no, I love it. It's perfect.
Now, obviously, the replay side of things it's for some people it's an important aspect of aspect of the game. How do you make sure that it looks as professional and as good as possible?
Well, we spent when I was saying I was involved in the replay side of things, I developed the prototype replays after been given like the art direction for what style that they wanted to. So I spent a long time searching through YouTube and finding suitable references like from DTM and Btcc and basically trying to replicate that feeling and the types of shots that you would get during that. So whenever you watch it back in a race, you get that similar feeling, and then you can kind of see a bit of the story of what happened in your race. So at the corners we'd have quite long lenses and then follow the cars through the corner, and then that means if you made, say, there was a cheeky bump or some overtaking going on there, that you'd catch that and it would seem very similar to how you would watch it on TV.
Now, how hard is it actually to make some of these games?
It's a tricky process. I think the thing that is the biggest thing to get your head around is how many people are involved in it from so many different disciplines, and how all that work then feeds into one product that then goes out. And I think it's kind of a testament to the people here and the people that I have the opportunity to work with, the quality of how the games turned out in the end.
And finally, did you enjoy these sort of games when you were a child?
Yeah, I love them. I put countless hours into the first Grid. I pretty much had every F1 game since it ever came out. And yeah, I'm a big racing fan, so to be working at the racing studio here at CodeMasters is a dream. So.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Aaron, and very good luck for developing future games.
Thank you very much.
I love this, lad. So I'm here with Pete from CodeMasters. So Pete, this must be one of the best jobs in the world, creating games.
Absolutely, it's one of the best jobs I can possibly think of doing. I've been doing it for many years now, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Now, did you enjoy games such as these when you were younger?
Absolutely. I mean, I'm actually well known within the studio as being probably one of the biggest CodeMasters fans, and I'm just happen to be one of those lucky developers who ended up getting a job working here as well. I've been playing racing games way back since the very early Micro Machines right up until our latest titles, and I play all manner of racing games. Racing games is predominantly the main game that I play, so yeah, working here is just a dream come true.
Now, there's been a big release recently for CodeMasters, which is Grid Autosport. What was your role in the game?
For Grid Autosport, I was the senior effects artist on that project, where I created all the visual effects for that title.
Now, is that a hard job to have?
It can be. It can be tricky. It's very good fun. There's lots of reference you've got to gather, lots of different effects that you can come up with. So all the sparks when you grind along the side of the Armcos, collision effects, which are always great, and the tyre smoke, which is my personal favourite. So yeah, it can be tricky to get that right. We've had some comments in the past about the tyre smoke maybe not looking realistic or whatever. So we tried to go for a more realistic approach with Autosport, and I think we nailed it.
Is there a part of your job that you enjoy the most?
I would say probably the collision effects are probably my favourite. Obviously, we don't ever want to see drivers getting hurt in real life, but in a video game, it can add to the excitement. So yeah, if you end up going into, say, Paddock Hill Bend and somebody hits you at the back end and you spin around, hit the wall, spin back onto the track and somebody slams into the side of you, adding visual effects on top of that just makes it all the more exciting.
Now, I've been playing Grid Autosport a lot, and I really enjoy it, going around all the tracks, doing my career mode, and getting smashed up a little bit. Have you played much of it, and if so, what is your favourite part of the game?
Yeah, I play Autosport all the time. I love it. I even play it in my lunch break, believe it or not. It's the game I always wanted to make, and for me, as you can probably see, I'm a touring car fan. So the touring cars are definitely my favourite part, but I also really enjoy the open wheelers.
Now, and finally, if I gave you the option to create any add-on you could have for Grid Autosport, what would it be?
Ooh, good question. I would say trucks, Euro trucks. I'd love to have Euro trucks in the game. It's something we used to have many years ago. I believe Toka Race Driver 3 had trucks in it. And I think it's an area of racing games that you don't get to see an awful lot of, but it's very niche, but lots of fun. And I would just love to take a Euro truck around Brands Hatch, for example.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Pete, and very good luck creating other games in the future.
Thanks
so I've had a great day here at CodeMasters, meeting all the guys behind the scenes of the Grid Autosport game. I also played a few multiplayer races with some guys from CodeMasters, and I had a great time playing on the amazing DBox challenge and also beating some few touring car drivers.